All right. What's up, everybody? This is the second episode of the VGA podcast. I'm hosting this one. I'm Mikeem, if you didn't know who I was, but hopefully you
Oh,
already did. Then we got Neo or Sifu.
Going
We
on,
got
guys?
Gage. We got Gage or Riot, whatever his stupid name. We got Geo, and then we got Nick.
Yep.
Or
All right. So, how you guys day been?
we've been doing
Wow.
great.
I
Today
woke up
was
to do
really good.
this. I literally woke up at 5:30. So
Woke up at 5:30 to do this.
He said
Okay.
he said he woke up to be here.
Yeah, that's how
Woke up
excited
to
he
be
is.
yeah.
Yeah, you can just
I
hear
got
his
a mouth.
voice.
Hard to be here.
I got a
It's all
Mountain Dew
good.
in me, boys. Like I'm ready.
I got a Mountain Dew in me. We're all good.
I promise to me. I don't look that
All
bad.
right. So, first thing I was gonna mention was I know like I'm pretty much the only one. I'm not gonna say the only one. I know like yeah, I'll take that back. I'm the pretty much the only one here who actually plays fighting games. I was gonna say has an interest in them, but that was wrong because I'm pretty sure almost everyone here has had previously or still does have interest in fighting games. But right now, I currently feel like the state of fighting games is in like it's in a not bad area, it's just not what it used to be. Cause it's like when you look at like the last couple fighting games that's come out, like say like the last 5 years or so, almost all of them has been like received like badly. And like I'm not only talking about like traditional fighting games. I mean like arena fighters and like any sorts of fighting games, not just for like Pacifics or nothing. So pretty much what I was gonna ask you guys was like, as of now, like what is like your current like, how do you currently feel about like fighting games like right now?
Uh, I I think right now it's actually pretty okay. Not the greatest because of obviously the pandemic and everything, because that also like stops a lot of local fighting game tournaments. So they all had to switch to online, which is clearly different, especially with
Clearly bad because nobody has good net code at all.
yeah, these fighting games needs to come out with actually good like rollback and actually good net code, so that actually like hinders a lot of games. So within the past 5 years, these games, the net coding isn't good. So whenever the pandemic happened, it obviously dwindled down on online stuff. But I mean, as far as games and everything, like they've been all been pretty good. I mean, everyone's enjoying Guilty Gear from what I've heard.
Yeah, but Guilty Gear is like limited platforms, so like I mean,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
If Guilty Gear was on the box, I would have been got it. Trust me.
Mhm.
But so like right now, it's just, and I mean, I'm not to like because I'm talking about fighting games universally. The last like I got the Demon. I know y'all talked about Demon Slayer game last time, so I'll keep it brief. But, like I got the Demon Slayer game, and in terms of like the gameplay in the core of the game, it's great. But obviously, online is always going to be an issue for these fighting games because, like you were just saying, most of these fighting games don't have rollback. But it's like right now, there's not like say like the next fighting game I'm looking forward to is King of Fighters, and that doesn't come out till like early next year. But like Melty Blood just came out recently, but Melty Blood is like a completely new thing. So like completely new fighting games aren't gonna be like how do I say it? People aren't gonna be like, oh yeah, I can't wait to play this game or stuff like that. Cause like or if it's like, like it has to be like made by like a company who's like already has a name made for themselves in fighting games. Or it has to have like something behind it. Like obviously Dragon Ball Fighters is the first of like what it's supposed to be, but it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
So
there has to be
people are
something
Yeah,
behind
there's
it.
not
I
many
feel
like new IPs that get like really picked up because like the newest fighting game, quotation marks, is like Nick All Stars Brawl, and that game like it has support and it has a good developer, but it's like it's a game that I don't see being the smash killer, especially because it's already kind of dead and everybody's gone back to the respective game. Like, everybody's gone back to Melee and Ultimate, and basically that's where everybody's gonna stick is like to their main game. Like people don't
Yeah.
want to learn new IPs and new games unless it has characters that people already like Dragon Ball.
Yeah, and then like the Nickelodeon game, the launch for that game is on it. Like it was a pretty bad launch. Like online wasn't even available for like a whole week, pretty much. Like a lot of people couldn't even play it. I got the game for me and Neo, and we have yet to actually. We still haven't played a match on that game.
They came out with an update for it, I think, like
Yeah, I think it's
yesterday or
fine
something.
now, but like
Yeah. I think on PC it was actually like running fine, but I think it
Yeah,
just a whole
PC
bunch of
has
other stuff
like
was like messed up.
PC has priority on updates for that game. So like every console release doesn't get the update as soon as
Yeah.
PC usually does. Because that's like where they
Yeah.
want their core like fan base to be and their core like competitive play. So they want to get like those updates out and ready for people to host tournaments and other things like that.
Which I respect. It's a little bit easier.
yeah, I think that like it makes sense for the game. But I mean, like yeah, I think it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like when think like let's think about it. Like whenever, and now this is even outside of fighting games. Whenever these games do things like that, focusing on one specific platform, it's like you still have a no like a whole chunk of your player base on another platform that are kind of just getting like the shit end of the stick. You know, I mean that can push people to either stop playing, or that can push people to like start playing less, or like they just might like lose interest because it's like when you lose interest because of that reason, it almost feels like okay, well, it doesn't really matter to them if I'm like putting my input or playing the game as much as other people do. So it's like it's very easy to let something go whenever like you feel like the people who are creating the game. And it's not that they don't care about the player base; it's just they almost don't care about your side of the player base.
Yeah.
So like I can see why like things like that could lead to people not wanting to play something no more, or
Yeah,
just like slowing down on it.
it's definitely like shitty for like Xbox players cuz like we have like Gears maybe and Halo as like our games that people competitively play and that they're only on Xbox. But when it comes to like fighting games, anime games, and like other things, it's either always PS4, PC for some of them, and then Switch for like Smash games. And it's basically just only those platforms. So it feels like if you want to get good at something like, say, Dragon Ball Fighters, if you're on Xbox and like say you want to buy a fight stick because fight sticks don't carry over, you're basically like if you get so good that you feel like you should be able to play competitively, you're kind of fucked because you spent $300+ on a fight stick that's only on Xbox and you can't go out
Yeah.
and play anybody like locally or anything. So it feels like bad for like a hobby. If you want to go play locals, everybody's gonna be playing PS4 and shit like that, and you're just gonna be out here on Xbox.
The reason it is because this because like when you look at the Xbox, like the Xbox player base as a whole, and look at the PlayStation player base as a whole, fighting games are more well received on PlayStation. That's why things like that's why Street Fighters 5, that's one of the reasons Street Fighters 5 didn't release on Xbox. Because one, this is before Capcom released Monster Hunter World. So apparently they were actually like pretty low on like, like budget what they needed to make games. So but Sony pretty much said they'd give them the money to make Street Fighters. And of course, obviously, that's like we can give you all the money, but we only want it on PlayStation. But it's also like that's just with Street Fighter's case though. With other games like Guilty Gear and stuff like that, it's like those games are they're like there's like when you like there's more like professional fighting game players on the PlayStation than like what there is on Xbox. So like which is it's like I've never been like too seriously like oh like I only want an Xbox. Like I've been thinking about buying a PlayStation for months now just for like a couple of specific games. So like cuz I have like not trying to flex like I have everything. Like I already have a Switch, a Xbox, and I got a PC. So like the PlayStation is the last thing I need. So like that's like the another reason why I want one. But I mean it's like for Guilty Gear Strive, I want to play that, but I don't have a PlayStation. And last time I checked, I didn't see it was on PC. I'll probably look
It
at
is
it
on
later.
PC.
Oh, it is. See,
It's
I'll
on
probably end up
Steam.
buying it now that she said it. But yeah, man, it's like and that's just like that side of it. Then there's like another thing with like fighting games not getting new installments and stuff like that. And like when it comes to things like that, like that's what back to what Nick was saying about like new IPs, and it's like people they won't be so keen on jumping into like this new thing because they don't know who any of these characters are. But like a big thing with the fighting game community over on the Xbox side is like what's like where's KI? Like what's going on with KI? But it's like the developers who made Killer Instinct back in 2013, I think it was, they are all over the place now. Like I know some of those big developers are like they helped make New World, that MMO. Some of them helped make New World, and I can't remember where the other ones went, but like the only person who worked on Killer Instinct who is still working for that company is the music guy. So like it's like he's the music dude, so he ain't about to
Yeah,
help
he
make
can
a
make a whole
fighting
game.
game.
Dude. He can make a whole
Yeah,
game. What are you talking about?
but
Rhythm
all
Music
game.
those
simulator.
developers who made Killer Instinct those years ago are split up, and that's what happens with a lot of fighting game developers. It's like they finish that game, and I think it's like something people don't think about a lot. It's like developers end up splitting up like very often. Like it happens a lot. Like or like the lead person for the game will they'll just stop working there, go work somewhere else. Like I think it was like the the person who was I mean if you guys know, correct me if I'm wrong. This is like almost breaking off from fighting games a little bit at this point. But it's like I'm pretty sure the person who was like the head of like Overwatch 2 or Blizzard or something like that. Like they pretty much just said like, yeah, I'm done doing this, and they stopped. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that like yeah. But and
Daddy
then like
Jeff. Daddy
so
Jeff.
then years ago, way back whenever Gears of War 3, like this is whenever Gears of War was popping. Like Gears of War was like super popular and stuff, and then out of nowhere, the lead of Gears of War, Cliff Bleszinski, he stops. He's like, I don't want to make Gears anymore. So then, like that pretty much just crumbles the company down from the inside. And at that point, Epic Games split up into two companies. One of them still wanted to make Gears of War. The other one wanted to go do new stuff. So one of them, they kept the side that kept the Epic Games name. They made Paragon. Paragon did fine for those years that it was, it was doing its thing. It was a mobile on PlayStation. Probably would have still been alive. Like this is free games should not be exclusive. I feel that way 100% because like
Yeah.
you're already playing with your budget, making the game free and making it free and exclusive. That's another oh, so they made Paragon that was only on PlayStation. It only survived for a while, and then well, it survived longer than Lawbreakers because they made Lawbreakers as well. So or wait or I can't. I think Epic Games made Lawbreakers. All I know is Cliff Bleszinski had something to do with Lawbreakers. It was probably no. It wasn't Epic Games. It was Cliff Bleszinski's game, and it was also only on PlayStation, and it flopped. It looked so cool in beta, and it came out, it flopped. Paragon was made by Epic Games, the people who we don't want to make Gears anymore. So, yeah, but that's pretty much like the gist of like that whole thing. But so on to like another topic, something that Call of Duty, the new one specifically, Call of Duty Vanguard, is something that I have actually invested a good bit of time into since it came out. And I'm not a huge Call of Duty guy, but like I played a good bit of Cold War, and I've played all the Black Opses. I can say that I've played all the Black Opses a good bit. And Vanguard is actually my first Sledgehammer game that like
You didn't play Advanced Warfare?
hell no, I didn't play Advanced Warfare.
Or
That's
World War
Garbage.
II?
That's
Didn't
you
play
didn't
that
play
either.
World War II or Advanced
Ooh.
Warfare.
Nope.
That's kind of.
Nope.
I mean, they still worked for Infinity War, so it's also technically also their game, but not really. But I mean, they
But yeah, but pretty much, Vanguard came out on the 5th, if I'm not wrong. And
Yep.
since then, I've put in about like a day and 19 hours into the game. I'm like prestige level 14 or 15 now, and so far I can say like the game, it's it's not like, oh my god, Call of Duty ever, but it's like it's okay enough for me to play it daily, and I enjoy it more than what I did with Cold War. But my only complaints about, like, I will say, I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way first because this is the elephant in the room when you're talking about Call of Duty Vanguard. The zombies is pretty weird. I don't want to call it trash because I mean
It's
there's always something worse than what you can call trash.
I don't
But
know
Yeah.
what's the exact word for it, but maybe it's like I don't want to say the word that's coming to my head right now is lackluster, but I don't think that's a good word for it. It's kind of
No,
just like yeah, it's not a good word. It's
it's
kind of
not.
it's not a good word. You see, I'm not an English guy,
Yeah, I know. It's
but
just
yeah,
like
it's not underwhelming because it is hard. It's hard enough for like you to actually want to play it, but
it's
it's
not your
so
traditional
different.
zombies. It's
Yeah,
not your traditional
it's
zombies.
so different than what we've been playing for like the last years. I know like there's been zombies here and there that were different. And, like Advanced Warfare zombies from what I've seen is very different. But this zombies, it's like you start off in the waves don't progress unless you enter these portals and do an objective when you're inside of that portal, and then when you come out the portal, you progress to the next wave. So it's like wave 10 on other zombies breeze. Wave 10 ain't nothing. But wave 10 on Call of Duty Vanguard, shit gets hectic. You got these
They practically give you like good weapons and everything like that. But I mean, for
yeah.
zombies, it's the zombies is okay. I want to say it's okay. The
Yeah, I don't want to call it
multiplayer,
trash.
want to go. I want to say the multiplayer because me and Mikeem are the main ones who's played it. And multiplayer can be, of course, for every Call of Duty, it can be fun or it can be the most frustrating. That's never going to change in any type of Call of Duty. But I want to say it's a little bit better than Cold War. It does, of course, have the same Modern Warfare engine, which is good because I mean, Modern Warfare engine it was different and it was enjoyable, but it's probably not as good as Modern Warfare. Usually, from Modern Warfare, it was like, oh snaps, this is top, but multiplayer was like, But all of it's been kind of going down ever since Modern Warfare. I feel like the multiplayer has been going down. I don't know.
I
No
mean, I
matter
didn't
what,
play Modern Warfare. So Vanguard, like even like you said, it's on the same engine. I didn't know that, but I mean, it's still pretty new to me. I didn't play Modern Warfare.
yeah, the Modern Warfare engine and that's like the Warzone engine and everything is I think it should always stay that engine or like honestly they should just go back and just get the fucking Black Ops 2 engine and shit or something.
no.
They should just
That'd
I
be
think
they
like the
lit.
should just go
modern
back.
warfare engine is I think it's so movement based.
It is
Oh
movement
yeah,
based.
it is.
You could literally zoom across the fucking map in like 2 seconds
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
like kill half the team, and they'll spawn back in front of you.
Yeah, and then on Vanguard, Geo, like on Vanguard, there is so like the gun. It seems like every year the gunsmith is getting like bigger and bigger. Like there is so many attachments on Vanguard. It's crazy.
I'm not even gonna cap. I feel like there's no reason for me to have like 70 attachments.
No,
There's
like
no
yeah, there's
reason for me. I think it's better to balance weapons that way, which I mean I get because usually for every Call of Duty there's always that one weapon for each category where if you don't use it, it's kind of just like you're over with. But I mean it's just like it's really time consuming. And that's what makes you play the game because you're like, oh, if I use this weapon, it's not so good right now. I want to level it up later. But I mean, it's just
it almost
it
gives
takes
Call of Duty a sense of like a progression system almost because it's like, for example, the PPSH like okay, like let me say this differently. There's some guns in the game that are strong at the start and they stay strong, but then there's other guns that are a little weak and they like it's almost like it's pretty tedious leveling them up because you feel like you're harming yourself leveling up this weapon just so you can see what it's like at like its middle level or like high level. Like like right now, like some of the best guns in the game, like off the bat, is like the STG and the MP40. Those are two guns that are good the whole time you're using them.
and those are
But
the
then
first
once
weapons you
you
get.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, but then like the automaton, that's a little rough at the start, but once you get that thing like decked out with like recoil control and stuff like that, it's pretty like monstrous. So it's like the multiplayer, it's like it comes down to it, like whether like what I can say, like whether or not you'll like Vanguard's multiplayer. For me, it's the how obviously people are gonna play whatever like how they want to play. So like that's gonna be annoying. Maps, certain maps, obviously you're not gonna like certain maps. Like there's a lot of maps on Vanguard I actually don't like. And then there's
That's
the
how Call of Duty's
guns.
been.
Yeah. Then like there's guns that are obviously like very unfair. Like right now on any small map, all you have to do is get a combat shotgun. Like this is what people are doing right now in Cold or Vanguard. I mean,
I'm
they're
pretty
just
sure
leveling
a
up
lot.
shotguns,
Oh, yeah, my fault.
leveling up the shotguns, putting riot shields on their back. They're getting the gun ho because gun ho isn't a perk anymore. It's an attachment you can get
Hmm.
because like
Fucking
oddly
stupid.
enough, yeah, there's perks that used to be perks that are attachments now. So like Geo, you were saying like on Modern Warfare, you're zipping around, but on Vanguard, dude, there's so many different things you can do to increase your movement speed. And
I
then
feel
it's like,
I feel like
that,
the like the Bangalore like passive where like if you get shot at you run faster or whatnot.
yeah,
Yeah.
People are literally like doing that, just like zipping all around. And the one thing I actually do hate, usually for like perks, they usually like separate it into like other, perk 1, perk 2, perk 3. But literally they have flat jacket, they have tactical mask, they have like ninja, and I think did I say flat jacket? I think so. I think
they did.
there's one other one in that category, all in one perk category, and there's no like overkill, not overkill, but there's no like perk greed or anything like that. So you're like stuck
Yeah,
with
there aren't no wild
one that
perks.
it's either you get ninja or you don't have flat jacket, you don't got ghost, you don't got all that up in one category, and you got like there's only like 2 other usable perks in perk 2 and perk 3. That's really all it. But I mean,
And
if
it's
I was gonna say if I had to rate the Call of Duty Vanguard as it stands right now, because it's season 0 technically, I'd have to give it a 6.5. Zombies is pretty bad considering the release for it. It is bad for release standards. It is bad.
I mean, multiplayer maps as zombies maps, really? Really? Nice,
Yeah,
good one.
that's literally what it is. It's a little bit sort of like laziness. I see.
yeah,
They literally put multiplayer maps as zombies, and they also took it was like how Spec Ops was for PlayStation, or like for like Modern Warfare, like they had that category sled, like, and
Yeah.
they had like for Cold War exclusive to PlayStation users. It's now available to everyone, but it's like the orb thing in multiplayer, and it's basically zombies, like a ROM base or whatever. They use that as a game mode in zombies. And it's kind of just like
yeah.
whatever.
That's just how much they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
The
it's
only thing,
And zombies wasn't really a thing on the Modern Warfare engine, anyways.
yeah,
I just think with them giving like companies less and less time to develop these Call of Duties because they want to put them out, and they didn't want Sledgehammer. I don't know what happened between like Cold War to this game, but like they have just been rushing out games, and it feels like every new map usually sucks. Like they've just been putting out old COD maps from like older games, and it's literally the only maps that you want to play on. Maybe like 1 or 2 base base maps that the game gives you at first. So like you're just sitting there waiting. Oh, what's the next old map they're gonna bring back? Because everything
Yeah.
else kind of feels like the maps are built around basically allowing people to sit in every single corner. There's too many corners that like you
oh
peek.
man,
There's too many like high like buildings to just sit in. And I mean like it's just like there's just like a different map philosophy now than there was back then. Like back then it was like big open like center
3
areas,
lanes,
3
lanes.
lanes, and it
And
just doesn't feel like they're like doing that anymore. It's just personally for me, I'm not going to buy a Call of Duty at least until like they start stepping up and start like making something new. I'm tired of World War II games. Like it's literally been World War II for so long. Same weapons, like no uniqueness anymore.
Especially with the UI and everything like that, they just took it from Modern Warfare. But I mean, if you're just a casual Call of Duty player, you don't care or anything like that,
yeah, then you're
you
a
can
Mikeem.
get Vanguard and be all happy, But I mean,
Cause like it's just the same gameplay. It's just aim gun, shoot gun, kill people, get some streaks, all that. Like the games are more and more built to like make people who don't play Call of Duties have fun with it. But like if you're somebody who was like a diehard Call of Duty fan who played all the Call of Duties, like you look at this game and you're just like, man, this game kind of sucks. Like compared to all the old games that you like. Just like just remaster BO2. It's like so easy for them to like
if they
make
remastered BO2.
It's easy to make old fans like, bro. Like as somebody who doesn't want to play Call of Duty anymore, like I'm not gonna spend $60. I will spend $100, $200 if you just give me BO2 back, dog. Just BO2, no hacks, all the maps. Like don't be on some fucking Modern Warfare Remastered where you're not ever gonna bring me all the maps. You're gonna bring me like half the maps. Like bring me everything. I want all of BO2 back.
I mean, this is like, also why like people, split them off away from Call of Duty and stick to like Battlefield or Halo and all that stuff. That's why they like split them off. I mean,
Speaking of Halo, this is what I think is the most exciting game of 2021 is Halo Infinite. Like, whenever they announced it, it was like, I was like, oh, cool, Halo. But like, as the years going on, like the anticipation's like building up, and then they show multiplayer, and like they're like, this multiplayer takes inspiration from Halo Reach, and I'm like, dude, I'm sold.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't gotta say nothing else, dude. They said they're trying to aim for that Halo Reach style. I'm on board.
Yeah,
my favorite Halos is Halo Reach and Halo 3. So
those are
Halo
like
Reach.
Those are like our like time of playing Halos was back in the day.
Those are back in the day. It was the good old days when we were still young and didn't have a care in the world. Just used to like get home from school and play Halo.
Play Halo Forge mode, like
especially with it being free for everybody.
Yeah, bro. I get to
really good.
I get to play against little Timmy who can't afford Halo now. Like, bro, I get to fuck on him, dude.
Christmas groups, they're not a thing anymore.
Christmas noobs aren't a thing anymore. It's a thing of the past.
We've moved on.
But so obviously some people's already played the playtest. None of you guys played the playtest for Halo Infinite.
I did.
Sadly.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. We don't got too much longer to wait, bro. It comes out next month.
Bro, that shit come out next month, bro. Like, damn, next month about to be fire as hell. Goddamn, we got a Juice WRLD documentary coming out, and bro, listening to the album, playing fucking dude, Halo will be like, it's free too, so everybody's gonna have it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not big on first-person shooters, dog. Neo is, but Halo's the only first-person shooter I can gladly say I'm better than Neo at. And it's been that way the last 10 years.
Wow, Neo, your dog shit at Halo.
But 10 years ago, 10 years ago, I was 10, okay?
Okay, so that's not a good excuse. That's the same thing.
I got older and better, okay?
Hey,
I got a little
we'll
older.
see when Infinite
I got a little older.
But we'll see when Infinite comes out.
I don't know, Neo. You were kind of sorry in Halo 5, bro. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
but Halo 5 is like a completely different type of Halo game.
Halo 5 was kind of dookie, no cap.
I mean,
wasn't that?
No, like that game is not like basic Halo game. It's it's got different.
It's like people are complaining, like, "Oh, why is there sprinting in Halo?" But it's like, bro, it's been like that for years now, dude. Like nobody, like, it's like, if the game stays the same, then like it's not gonna pull in any like new players if the game is staying the same over these years. Like you don't ever hear nobody saying, "Oh, I'm gonna start playing Call of Duty." because everybody's already been playing the shit, or like they played one of the previous ones.
Yeah.
But like with Halo though, even though like Halo
Hey,
Halo
bro.
has like this big like people, a lot of fans. There's way more installments of Call of Duty than there is of Halo. That's why it's like that's why they started putting it on the Game Pass. And that's why this year multiplayer is free if you have the Game Pass. Or wait, is it just free in general?
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
free in
free.
It's free
general.
in general.
Damn,
It's
that's even crazier.
yeah. You can get it on for free on Steam if you want to play on
Even
PC.
bro, even like more so. I mean, if you have an Xbox, the Game Pass isn't that expensive. So like if you have an Xbox and don't have Game Pass,
Invest in Game Pass, where we're saying
Bruh.
invest in Game Pass
Yeah,
is
invest in
probably
Game
yeah.
Pass,
best thing
bro.
out there right now.
I
honestly.
pulled up gameplay to put on the podcast screen, dude. Oh my god, shit looking
man.
crispy as fuck.
Unless you only play AAA games, the podcast. Unless you only play AAA games, Game Pass is worth it 100%. But
Yep,
back to
yep.
Halo, I don't play the story for Halo. My older brother plays it, so normally I just watch him play it. But I mean, I will say as far as story goes,
It's fallen off in the last few years.
it's starting to get like, I know a lot of people aren't gonna like me saying
Convoluted.
this, but it's about time for Master Chief to hang up the assault rifle, dude. Like we've had a different main character. What, one time? And that was like Noble 6, and then we had Halo 3 ODST,
Say
and then,
ODST.
yeah, I don't remember
Well,
his name.
Guardians
They
or
just called him
whatever.
Rook.
Not
That's 5.
Guardians.
That's 5.
Not Halo Guardians. Spartan Assault or whatever. Does that count? I don't know. What
Alright,
No, it
dude.
doesn't
I
count. That
guarantee
can't
I don't know what
even-
95%
Spartan
of the
Assault is.
people watching this don't even know.
Spartan Assault.
I didn't play Spartan Assault.
Spartan
dog, I'm be
Assault.
honest.
I played it a
I didn't
little
play any
bit.
of them. I didn't play Spartan Assault. I didn't play fucking
Yikes.
ODST. I didn't play none of that shit.
I mean,
Feels like
is
Gage
there
is
is there a main character in Halo Wars, dog? Is there a main character at all there?
No,
I don't
you're just a
fucking know.
commander.
But yeah, bro. All
You're
I'm
the main
saying
character.
is,
That's what it is. That you're the main character.
You
all
are.
I'm saying is, like, bro, Chief has been doing his thing for 20 years now, dude. Like, I think it would be a little, just a little. This is just my opinion, of course. I think it would just be a little fresh to like let this man, go ahead and chill
Let
out.
him
Maybe
die.
introduce us to. I
Nah,
don't
fam.
mean
But
die,
like,
let him like retire or something. But like,
the
It's-
the honest thing that I'm like hopeful for is like I really want to see like a Halo Reach customization because that game has the best customization in Halo. Like being able to like get points for doing things, like unlocks that you get from doing certain challenges. Like that's what makes like mostly first person shooters fun, is being able to get these challenges done, unlock these things, get points, customize your character, customize your guns, get camos, all that other stuff. Like that's what I'm hoping to see like this game have for its multiplayer, cuz like that just makes it like you're not just going in shooting people. Like you're going in, you want to do things, you want to unlock stuff. So you're doing more than just like playing the game. You're building towards something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if Halo Infinite has a really good like launch, whether if it's for the campaign or whatnot, but I mean campaign's already people are gonna love that, so it doesn't even matter. But if people like on launch for multiplayer loves it, it's definitely already gonna be nominated for best multiplayer game, but it probably will win best multiplayer game. It's got to.
well, see,
to.
the thing
It's
is,
gonna be
it's
all
gonna.
year,
I
dog.
have full faith that it's going to be fun. Like it's going to be solid because like even though like Halo 5 and 4 might have had some of the player base break off from playing, there's also new people who came in because these were on the Game Pass. And I mean, this whole time Halo 5 it's like been stable. Like since it launched all the way up to now, like people still play the game. So it's like the Halo community was split between it was split in half pretty much. Some people wanted to stay on Master Chief Collection. Other people wanted to I want to go play like the newer stuff, so like they got on 5. So it's like
Yo, can we get a
split-
Call of Duty Master Edition?
Okay.
Call it
Okay.
the black like what it would be have to be like probably Black Ops because like I feel like that would be like
Modern
the Mason
Black.
the
I
Mason
had a
collection, dude.
I had a name in my head, but then I realized how it sounds out loud.
You,
Saying
you want to say it for us?
Uh,
You want to say it
Yeah,
for us?
say
Black
it, bro.
edition.
Don't tease
What-
us, bro. Say it.
Yeah, yeah.
No. I'll say it. I'll say it later.
Okay. He says the N word, guys. That's what he said. He says the
So
N-word.
since we're still talking about first person shooters, let's talk about something that like I feel like all of us. I feel like all of us. I don't know for sure. I know that me, Neo, and Geo most definitely like talking about the new Battlefield, which I've heard mixed things about.
reviews.
I've heard some people say this shit's garbage. I've heard other people say like this is pretty good. Personally, I know my brother's already played Battlefield 2042, and he says he most definitely thinks Vanguard is better in terms of like first person shooters. But I have yet to really
Saying a Call of
experience.
Duty is better than a Battlefield, like that's a cardinal sin now. Cause like Call of Duty's just they've both fallen off now because they've been like ongoing series where like realistically nobody's coming in with like that original of ideas. So it's just like, will it be good? Will it not? Will it be the same? Will it be like something new? Maybe.
Yeah,
Who
I
knows?
mean, with Battlefield, me and Geo, I know we played it mostly together.
Yeah.
For the beta, it was
wasn't-
fun.
it was fun.
It was a fun time. There was clearly some flaws, but overall,
Y'all played the
overall,
2042 beta?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
an
I didn't
online
know
beta. It was fun, definitely, but I think for me personally, I didn't enjoy it as much.
Well, I've just
I
never
think-
been a
I
Battlefield
like
fan.
I like
I-
Battlefield. I love Battlefield. It's kind of just like, I don't know. 4 was good. I played 1 a lot. I know I played. Was it with Yuji? I played a bunch 1
I
with.
played 1 so much. One was probably my favorite Battlefield. Battlefield 1.
Yeah. So
100%.
I know me personally, like I like Battlefield, but I haven't loved Battlefield since Bad
Bad
Company,
Company
2.
2. Yup.
Bro, Bad Company
Bad Company
2.
2 was
Woo,
good.
boy, that's when every Battlefield was at stick. Like I've never like since like those years ago, bro. I've never came home from school. Gotta play some Battlefield. Like, but back in like Bad Company 2 days, dog.
Gotta
I
hit
used
the
to like get
sticks.
home from school, bro. I'm about to company's about to get bad up in here for the second time.
bro.
Like
Bad
that's what it
Company
used to
2
be
was
like.
great. Battlefield 3 I didn't play a bunch of. I don't think.
Oh, I
Battlefield
played
4.
oh man, Battlefield 3 for some reason was just completely out of existence in my head. like it never
What was
happened
I
almost.
had that
what
game.
was what was after Battlefield 4? It was like it wasn't
Battlefield-
It was
1.
It was 5.
Battlefield.
It was 5
yeah,
and then 1.
yeah.
Nah, what
Wait,
was,
where did Hardline
5
come in?
yeah,
That
Hardline.
was after 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Hardline was like dog shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Never even
That's why I
played
didn't
Hardline,
mention
dude.
it.
Wasn't it the
Oh,
game where
okay,
you could like drive a
understandable.
couch?
Yeah, that was the couch. That was a couch
Chunk.
Easter egg. Yeah, it was like a little Easter egg, not a bug. It was an Easter egg.
That's
Just drive a couch.
hilarious. So since we're like talking about Battlefield though, some people will disagree with this. I think it's the same thing, just different settings. Is Star Wars Battlefront is just Star Wars Battlefield. So
Made by the
I
same
think
people,
like
yeah.
it still has a spot in this conversation.
I mean,
It
I mean,
does,
it's-
dude. Outside of the Jedi and stuff, it's literally just Battlefield Star Wars. That's all it is.
I mean,
I mean, it's
it
got
is.
its own thing, but
It is.
You are correct.
They
but
have vehicles. They have their own special abilities. They have flying vehicles and different weapons, different classes. It's the same
yeah,
shit.
it's basically the same game, but respectively in its own like category as far as Star Wars and Battlefield. Definitely
It's just
separate.
Star Wars, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Star Wars.
but
It's just Star Wars.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But I know I would appreciate a Battlefront 3 if it
I
was to ever be a thing.
I would
mean,
say
so
that
was,
that's definitely
Yikers.
what.
Yeah, 1 was definitely better than 2. For sure. I feel like.
I mean, 2 was, from what I've heard, because I actually never played 2, but it was heavily paid to
never
win.
played 2.
I heard it was
Yeah,
heavily
it was.
paid to win.
It was pay to
was.
win to
Yeah.
begin with. It's not anymore. Like that game's made
mean,
like a
This is
Yeah.
years ago.
that
This
game
is
is made
years
like
now. Like niggas don't stop playing it now.
that game's made like an epic comeback. Like everybody's playing that game again. Cause like you can basically get on every character and most of the unlocks for like $30. And so it brought like a whole new like fan base to that game.
$30.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you don't want that happening fucking like 6 fucking years after the games came
Well,
out.
that's because EA is
Yeah.
kind of stupid.
And it's also EA. Like, well, once
Yeah,
EA is in the conversation, you know the game's fucked off launch.
I mean, keep in mind that they ruined Plants vs Zombies. I just want to say that they ruined
But I'm pretty sure they are probably gonna end up making another Battlefront, but like they don't try to
Yeah.
fuck us over again.
it's the Star Wars fan base, so you gotta keep in mind Star
Well, I
Wars. They're
mean,
gonna make
because
profit
like
out of it anyways.
obviously they made a lot of money off of people who bought it for $30 recently, and like the fan base, especially when there's free weekends, because they do free weekends a lot on
3 weeks. I don't
on their
I don't-
shitty like app store, Origin, the worst like game store out there. Just don't even download it.
Oh, yeah,
It's not
definitely. I
worth.
mean, you gotta keep in mind that what's the game? Anthem's on there, so I mean, it's
yeah.
automatically.
It's automatically like
Yeah,
down
yeah.
like 20
Well,
points.
let's not
Oh,
waste
hey.
our breath talking
Yeah,
about that.
let's not.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but like there's definitely just like still a big community of people who play that game. Especially like
Yeah.
when bigger streamers like Shroud and Summit play the game and they're just like their skill
Shroud plays every goddamn thing. If it has a
Dude,
gun, Shroud's gonna play it.
dude,
Like,
like Shroud
You're not
is
wrong.
Shroud is
Bro,
just
he
an
probably
enigma.
just
That
has
man
a-
can play any FPS and like still
He's-
pull 50k
Yeah.
viewers a stream.
oh man, I remember a couple months ago he played Titanfall 2. And it was pretty crazy. This was like the first time he played it too. Oddly enough, but
Can we get Titanfall 3, please?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Nah,
Just throwing that out there.
I'm
It's
on
not
it.
gonna happen. It's not gonna
Look, dude, I love Titanfall 2. Don't think we're ever gonna like see another Titanfall game for a while. I think
happen. I mean, you gotta keep in
Apex.
mind-
I
Oh,
think
sorry.
Apex is too successful for them to like want to go work on a different game. They're just gonna like put maps and stuff into Apex. We're gonna get like an
Bro.
Apex story mode, dog. We're gonna get an Overwatch
Yeah.
2 of Apex, Apex
I'm
Legends 2.
so baffled. It's just baffling to me hearing people talk about Titanfall. Like, yeah, Titanfall 2 is great, but it's like, bro, where was this energy when the game launched and it really needed it? Like nowadays, people are like, yeah, Titanfall 2 is probably like the most slept on FPS ever. But it's like, dude, why? Like, where were y'all? Like, did y'all not buy the game or something? Because like,
Yeah.
I
bought
did
the
buy
game.
the game. I played the
Like,
beta.
I
I
mean,
bought the game when it
I
came
don't mean
out.
like y'all as you guys. I mean like the community.
Well, yeah,
like, y'all not buy the game. Like now everybody's over here jerking the game off. And it's like they don't even update.
Oh my
it.
god, dude, this
I'm gonna-
FPS is just better than every game I've ever seen, dude. Like, fuck.
I'm gonna throw this out there and say that Titanfall is probably like I'm gonna put it up there as probably one of the greatest FPS out there.
Put it
I don't
up,
know.
okay. When you're saying put it up there, you mean like top 10 or like top 20 or like what do you mean when you put it up
At
there?
Like
least
top
top-
3.
Not like top 3. It's
Oh,
I'm
okay,
putting
then.
it.
So
I'm,
it's like
there's no
top
there's no
15
like
then.
there's
Alright,
no like
cool.
number 1. It's like just it's
Number
it's
one,
in the Hall
BO2,
of Fame.
easy.
Okay, it's in the Hall of Fame of
Number 2, Halo 3, easy.
Number 1 is Halo Reach. My guy.
Okay, but
Yeah,
wait. But
I
do you
mean-
like Halo Reach more or Halo 3?
Halo Reach.
Okay, I probably agree with that, but I like Halo 3 a lot too.
now keep
Yeah, I
keep
like-
in mind
yeah.
keep in mind. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys didn't even play this. It was on the original Xbox. You might have Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original Xbox.
Who
version
didn't
of
play that?
Yeah,
Now
I
listen,
played on the
that-
original Xbox.
That is probably the most fun shooter game I have
Bro,
played.
I just got
and
hit
I've
with like
enjoyed it every single time I've jumped into a game of it. It is.
I got hit
that
with like a
good.
nostalgia blast of like fucking
I
playing that
played
game
those
way back in the day.
Battlefronts on PS2, bro.
Wow.
Those are great. Those are great.
Those shits are
So we've been
bomb.
talking about these couple of games that we've been mentioning are like obviously like they're games that like you can't easily get into or like they require skill. But talking about things that require skill, I want to bring up fucking Elden Ring, the new From Software game. People are literally calling it Dark Souls 4, even though they said they're like we're not making any more Dark Souls, but Elden Ring is pretty much just Dark Souls 4. Like
Dark Souls, but
Elden
you
Ring,
can jump. That's
Like,
literally what it is. Dark Souls,
easily.
where you could jump and you have a steed.
So what it is, like what Elden Ring looks like, from what I've seen, they just took Dark Souls, slapped it with Sekiro, and also slapped it with Bloodborne, and boom, you have Elden Ring. Like, and the thing is, and I know we were just shitting on things doing the same thing over and over again, and it's kind of lazy. But if you apply that the right way, it's still gonna be like very entertaining.
Well,
And
yeah.
then the thing about games made by From Software, it's like there's like plenty of reasons people come play this game. But I feel like one of the bigger reasons people play games from Software is that challenge. Like whenever you get on Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and eventually Elden Ring when it launches, you're gonna get on this game, and it's like you can't just casually play these games unless you've played them 100 fucking times. Like with the older Dark Souls games, like yeah, I can get on Dark Souls 1, play music, and chill out while I'm playing because I know everything about the game. But when you're fresh and you're completely blind to one of these games that was made by From Software, you can't be that. Like you have to be on edge at every turn because these are the games where they like to think of the stupidest thing they can possibly do to their player and do
Yeah.
it to you. Like, oh man, I'm like, remember my first playthrough of Dark Souls? I'm like, yo, there's a chest back here. I go to open it. This chest grows teeth, arms and legs, and it eats me. I lose like 20k souls, and I'm debating about refunding the game. So
I mean,
it's
yeah.
like these games they throw these curveballs at the players to try to get you to think outside the box, or just to get you to be on edge all the time. And that's just why you're playing, like while you're going. And then like boss fights are another thing. I remember boss fights in like Dark Souls 1, 2, like there was like straightforward. And that's whenever these guys decided, all right, they're starting to make these boss fights look a little too easy. We're gonna start doing new stuff. So like I remember the final boss on Dark Souls 3 was beating my ass. And I finally kill him, right? This man gets up and he has a whole nother health bar. And I'm like, are you serious? I have like one potion left. I'm completely out of magic. And he's not dead yet. Or then like it's like it started with Dark Souls 3 is whenever it started getting like crazy with the bosses. Like they started like well, there's some bosses in Dark Souls 2 where you gotta fight two bosses at one time, yeah. But in Dark Souls 3, it's like you kill this boss, and then like this obviously originated with Smoke and Ornstein in Dark Souls 2. But like it just starts getting even more and more crazy in Dark Souls 3. Whenever like either these bosses are just getting more like ridiculously hard, or it's like they're just doing crazy stuff after you do certain things. Like let's say you get the boss half health, he stabs himself in the stomach, pulls a sword out of his stomach or something. Now he has two swords. He's moving twice as fast, and he's just doing more and more crazy stuff. But like pretty much what I'm getting to is like I'm willing to bet that Elden Ring is probably going to be the hardest From Software game since Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. Because I think Scholar of the First Sin is the hardest like Dark Souls game or From Software game.
And that was the
So,
first time I played Dark Souls 2.
Dark
I
Souls
played
2 was on.
N-
You played Scholar
Scholar.
of the First Sin?
Yes, that was the version of Dark Souls that I played,
Yeah, it
and
wasn't fun, was it?
that was so fun. Oh my god, I love it.
You
It was
had
very,
fun
very
on Scholar of the First Sin?
That
That's
was me
crazy,
being
dude.
that was me being
sarcastic.
sarcastic. That was me being sarcastic.
Oh, I was about to say, bro. Every time I get on Scholar of the First
Dude.
Sin, I'm like, I play it, I die twice, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to delete this.
Let me tell you, Sebastian purposely would kill himself using his human effigies on Dark Souls 2 just to avoid playing with me. Like
Oh,
he
man.
literally we stopped playing one time or whatever, and I was like, hey, yeah, we'll play in a couple more days. And then I get on in a couple more days. He's like, oh, well, I used all my human effigy and I kept dying. And then boom, we couldn't like play together or whatever. And he's like, well, if I can't get some, then I'm not playing. That's how much he loved that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, with Elden Ring, trailer, all I've seen of it. I just seen the trailer. I haven't seen anything of it. I know, obviously the game came out, or people had played it, not came out. People
It's
played it.
the network
Closed
test.
beta. Not
Yeah,
even network
yeah,
test.
like the network tests or whatever. I haven't seen any. I haven't looked at a review or anything of it. I mean, but I'll take your word for it, and it being like Dark Souls and everything like that.
Well, all their games are like Dark Souls, like when they come
Yeah,
out with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they
what they're
had
called,
that.
Souls like. But I feel
They
like this one is.
also
Oh,
they
go
also
ahead,
had
Gage.
that one. They also had that single player game that came out with uh shit. I don't remember the
Which
name.
one?
Sekiro,
Like was it?
Bloodborne.
Sekiro and Bloodborne.
No, it wasn't Bloodborne. It was just the normal single player game they came out with where they like
Sekiro.
yeah probably
Where you're
It's
like
called
the
Sekiro
samurai.
and Shadows Die Twice.
But that one,
I mean
I
like
wanted to
Yeah,
fucking end my life.
I could have played it, but the game looked very daunting. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to get on this and sweat every like 2 seconds.
Nah, it was fun, but like, fuck. It was like the most annoying shit and the hardest fucking like. So many parries you have to do, bro. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck
I
this shit.
seen.
Anytime I open up like all my games of like, oh, what do I want to download? What am I gonna play? I see Sekiro there, and I'm like, nah, I'll pass that. I
Yeah,
know I know
I
it's
think
really
about it.
good. I know it's really good. But it's not for everyone. It's really not for everyone.
And it's
For
like
most of their games. For most of their
you
games,
never hear anyone shit on a From Software game. It's either like that,
honestly.
like they, like for example, our buddy John, like he told me the other day he's never played Dark Souls, and I'm like, how have you never played Dark Souls?
I've never
And he's
played
like,
Dark Souls.
He's like, I'm not dissing it. He's like, it just looks like it's too much for me, and I'm like, I'm like, okay, dude,
It's like one of those
okay,
games where it's clearly not for the most casual player. That's why they stick with, their casual playing games,
yeah.
People don't think while playing games. Why do you want to do that? What the hell?
But so there's obviously going to be like a bunch of like crazy different weapons in the game and stuff like I imagine there's going to be like all types of stuff, but like most things are like people are like using like swords and shit like that, but I don't know because I'm probably will do like a dexterity build or something like that when it comes out. But next thing I wanted to bring up, like breaking off from like the gaming, is the new anime coming out and stuff that's coming out soon, or some of them's already started. Like mainly the one I'm excited for right now is Demon Slayer season 2,
What do you mean?
which
That's
is
all you watch?
already, huh?
That's all you watch. You're not gonna watch anything
I
else. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just told you not even 2 hours ago. I just started watching again. I just finished something actually,
What'd you finish?
but combatants will be dispatched.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to find something else to watch now. But anyway, so they're pretty much like I don't know why. I don't know why they're doing it. Like everybody's already seen the Demon Slayer movie, but they broke up the Demon Slayer movie and they're putting it into episodes for the new season. Probably just to build up anticipation for like the actual new season. So it's like the first 7 episodes of the new season is just the Demon Slayer movie broken up into episodes. So on episode 8, that's whenever the official new season is going to start. And obviously, like as we know, like Demon Slayer was a huge hit like last year and like this year as well, and it's just been blowing up all over the place. So like everybody's waiting for season 2, and like they dropped a couple trailers like a couple months ago, like showing these characters who like I'm not gonna say nothing. Of course, like me, Neo, and Nick has read the manga, so we know who they are. But wait, Nick, you've read the manga, haven't you? Or are you reading it still?
For Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've started reading it, but I haven't like ever caught up with it.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not really
I
catching
can't
up.
remember. I
Too
can't
much.
remember people's names of it.
I remember everybody's name like the back of my hand
But
because
I want to say though that season 2 is going to be great. Watch it.
yeah, it's gonna be really good. So like looking back at the movie though, the movie could have been the movie's actually a whole arc made into a movie, but it's a pretty short arc. That's why they probably decided to make it into a movie because how short of an arc it is. But I can also say that with almost every Demon Slayer arc, they're not like Demon Slayer is a very short series. So like most of the arcs are pretty short enough for them to just almost make it into a movie if they wanted to. Which I hope they don't do that. But I hope what I do think would be cool is like a couple uncanon Demon Slayer movies would be pretty cool for fan service. But in terms of canon things, like I think they've already done a little bit of their own like it's canon technically because it's like it puts itself into the show. Like in the first episode of the new season was when oh wait, I shouldn't say that, but the spoilers I guess. But the first episode of the season wasn't in the manga, but I mean I guess it's canon technically. I don't know. Some people say canon. It's not canon if it wasn't in the manga.
See,
So
I look at it as season 1.5.
0.5 season 1.5.
It's not part of the manga, so it's not canon, and that's the way that I see it. It could be anime canon, whatever the fuck people are saying now. It's just like if it's not in the manga, I don't see it as canon, dog. It's whatever. I mean, we could say the same thing for Dragon Ball Super because it was different in the manga, but
Very
it's
different.
different. It's very different from the manga. But I mean, it's like the manga is the accurate source, is the most accurate source, but for like super like
Yeah.
yeah,
The
whatever.
only way that stuff in the anime only can be considered canon is if the creator was the one like, hey, I want you to put this in there. Then it's
Yeah.
canon. But I don't know.
We
if
don't include Promise Neverland. We don't include season 2 Promise Neverland. We don't include that.
No, he's tight about it. But yeah, so pretty much like this Demon Slayer season 2. I think Demon Slayer season 2 is gonna be like top 3 like best things going on right now in terms of anime once it gets started. Because like each arc in Demon Slayer is gonna be like, except for one arc, no, 2 arcs, except for 2 arcs in Demon Slayer. Each of these arcs are gonna be like, obviously, like with the Mugen Train, the movie, like when Goku stepped up and he's like in the spotlight. So each arc of Demon Slayer is gonna be having pretty much a different pillar in the spotlight. Like obviously, of course, Tanjiro's the main character, no shit. But it's like, they want us to learn about these pillars and stuff like that. So like each of these arcs is going to be like this pillar's arc, that pillar's arc type thing. So yeah, I think obviously if you've seen any of the trailers, you've already seen like this season it's going to be the sound pillar Tengen Uzui, and he's a very unique character. I think like everyone's going to like him. He's like honest. I think he's probably like the funniest character in Demon Slayer. Honestly, like whenever they like start showing more of him. But
See,
yeah, Demon Slayer is pretty hype right now.
yeah, Demon Slayer, yeah. Season 2 is going to be really good. It's probably one of the best arcs
You
in the manga. One of the best. Cuz season 1 was enjoyable, but it is definitely for the anime not the full potential of Demon Slayer what later on to come. I think
Yeah.
I'm just going to say season 1 of Demon Slayer very overhyped even though it's still great. Just saying.
Just saying.
I ain't gonna say
putting that out
overhyped
there.
because that's what kicked it off. So I'm gonna let them have it.
Just
But
gonna say
whenever they animate all this
wasn't
other
that
stuff,
entertaining.
whenever they animate all this other stuff, you're just gonna it's just so much better than season 1. Like it's not that season 1 is like it's not bad or nothing like
That's how
that.
like
by any
but
means.
that's how every series starts. It's like My Hero. The first season is Deku training so you can
Boy,
get
the
the
first season of My
quirk.
Hero was terrible. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I feel
The second season kind of sucked.
good, but it
The
was
third
boring.
season was good.
Yeah, I don't honestly.
And then
know
the
how I
fourth
made it
season was
past
great.
He said, "I don't know how I made it past season 1."
Yeah, knowing me
'Cause-
in animes, like I really don't know.
Oh, yeah, because like everybody's like it's like that for like most shonen animes. Like all the main characters are just kind of annoying. Especially like, dude, watching Naruto over again, bro. Like fucking everyone in the end, like at the beginning, all kind of suck, and then they kind of build up and become their own characters, and they stop being like whiny babies, and they start doing cool stuff, and it's just like. But you have to have like that build up. You have to have that character development, which is what like turns off a lot of people from shonen anime. Is like they have to sit through like 100 episodes of people training, people sitting there like.
You know what else has a really good season 1? Mob Psycho. Oh, is what? Oh, I
Oh,
said
whoa! What the
Mob
fuck?
Psycho good season 1. Oh,
I'm gonna need you to stop right
Did
there,
y'all
sir.
hear something? I thought I didn't hear anything.
Oh shit! I don't fucking but that was last podcast, dude. We were talking about Mob Psycho, dude. Mob Psycho, One Punch Man, like
All
Yeah.
good season ones. All good season ones.
So, let's talk about all the this is like these seasons and stuff. Talk about something else that's pretty hype. Pretty hype. Not as hype as Demon Slayer, but it's still pretty hype. New JoJo.
Let's go.
Stone
New
Oh, bro, I know
JoJo.
what you're fucking talking about. That's
Saying-
more. That
That
is
is
more
way
hype than
better than
Demon
Demon
Slayer. What are you
Slayer,
talking
dog.
about, dog?
You're the
We-
only person here that thinks Demon Slayer is better than JoJo's. Get the
Bro,
fuck out of
bro,
here.
Jolene flicking the bean in prison. That's my favorite scene, dog.
Bro, what the hell, dog?
It is. Trust me.
What the hell?
Bro, it don't get better from there.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
I have read half. I want to say maybe less than half of Stone Ocean.
I've
and
definitely
it
watched.
is
I've definitely
really
read
good.
less than half, but like, it's just, okay. Because I also don't know how they're gonna be doing it. Because I saw somewhere that said no more JoJo Friday. So either A, they're gonna post it all at once, which is kind of lame.
No
No,
shot.
no. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna post the very first. I think
My
either
mustache.
7 episodes or the first 12.
12.
They're gonna post
Got
like
me
the first
fucked
like
up.
7 episodes or something.
Bro.
Don't get me wrong. This is just like what I remember. Just like something I'm looking at for like 10 seconds.
Look,
The first 7 or 12, and then release it weekly. I
That'd
think
be
that's what
cool.
they're doing.
I
That's
just-
my
I
be what they're doing.
I just want like JoJo Fridays, dude. I want to get home. I don't
Better
go
release
anywhere.
them on
I'm always home.
Get home. I was about to say you're always home.
Yikes.
Get-
Yeah.
Yikes. I was in this man's life.
Bro, he said it, dude. I didn't say
Bro,
it.
so okay, so I just want to I just want to be home, like damn, that new JoJo just came out. I'm about to watch that shit, just watch it, and only need to watch
JoJo
like
Fridays
one.
is the best.
Just need to watch one episode. Like I don't need to catch up with it. I'm just like watching it one episode at a time, and I'm enjoying myself.
See, I think the crazy thing is like I'm not even like a huge I'm not as big as JoJo fan as these guys. Obviously, they almost wanted to curse me to death for saying that Demon Slayer is more hype than JoJo.
Yeah, bro, Demon
But-
Slayer's ass. Shut the fuck up.
I've watched I've enjoyed all the JoJos except for Golden Wind. Haven't watched it yet. I'll watch it one day. But
And you can't say you can't enjoy it, or you didn't enjoy it if you never watched it. Gosh,
Exactly.
oh,
Sorry,
man,
Golden Wind
dude.
wasn't that good anyways. Neo's smoking.
that
Thank
is
you. Any
humongous cap.
hoozles. Any hoozle.
That's a
Back
different
to the-
conversation. That's a different conversation.
Nah,
So-
We're not
dude,
gonna
part 4 is
get into
better.
that.
You're actually brain dead. You're
That's
actually
cap.
brain dead.
The
You're
second
an
half
of
idiot.
part 4 is
You're-
good.
You're an actual.
Dude,
Second half
part
of part
4.
four is
No, all of
This
part
was
4
why you
is
didn't go to
good.
college. This was why you realized
Oh.
for graduation certificates, whatever the fuck.
Bro,
it is.
Giorno is like actually the worst. Giorno is like the worst JoJo, dude.
That is
Okay, look,
Who's the worst JoJo?
look,
Who's
no,
the
no,
worst
no.
JoJo?
Look, I'm about to leave.
Probably,
who's the
probably,
worst
worst
JoJo?
JoJo?
Who's
the
the
worst
worst
JoJo?
probably Jonathan.
Jonathan? Okay. I was
Yeah,
about to say
Jonathan. Like, what? Is that even a question?
I think
Definitely
top
Jonathan.
2 is like Joseph and Jotaro.
Nah.
Dude, no, Joseph is definitely number
Joseph
1.
and
I don't know what you're
Jotaro
talking
is
about.
very respectable top 2.
But then,
Well,
like,
Jotaro is my favorite. But like my second for me is like I haven't watched Golden Wind. So like maybe if I watch Golden Wind this could change. But mine is just like just Jotaro and like Josuke really. That's just for me though. Because I mean I didn't see part 1 and 2 first. I watched Stardust Crusaders. And after I watched Stardust Crusaders, then I went back and watched
dare
Phantom
you.
Blood and Battle Tendency. So I mean, I'm not gonna cap. I really was
Part
not a
1
fan
kinda
of
garbage.
Phantom Blood.
Part
really
1 kind of
wasn't-
garbage.
I like
I
Battle
mean-
Tendency. Battle Tendency was great, but because at first I thought Joseph might have been my favorite. Then I rewatched most of Stardust Crusader. Like, nah, still Jotaro. Just because like out of all the JoJos, like he's the Jotaro's the one that's not like super sus. Like the rest, I know that's their thing. That's their thing,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
fine. But all of them, like all
Bro,
of them, they be doing like they be
Jotaro be out here dumb
all that
bitch.
other crazy stuff. But Jotaro just he points at him like nothing too crazy or fancy. Everybody else got to do like they be in their head. I gotta do a pose to knock like to make my enemy think I'm weird, so it can knock him off his A game.
Okay.
So they just do like something like that. I know if I was fighting a JoJo and he did a pose, bro, I'm like, yo, all right, dog. And then he pulls out a stand. But
hey, bro, you
yeah,
good?
So Stone Ocean's the first JoJo with a female main character. I think like it's almost the whole like most of them are females actually.
Yeah,
So I
it's a
think that's pretty cool.
female prison, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that like most of the characters are female. It's like definitely a weird change. But there's something that's pretty normal in JoJo. Like I want like most JoJos, it's like that crew, and then by the end of it, most of them are dead. Like so
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's the best Joe, bro?
Who's the best Joe, bro? Polnareff.
Polnareff, yeah.
I'm gonna say
I could agree with that.
mine's between like Caesar, and I remember before I watched
Caesar.
Stardust Crusaders, I thought the Kakyoin dying thing was funny before I watched Stardust Crusaders.
Spoiled part
And
3.
then-
No, I'm
Bro,
joking.
if anyone, nah, I don't care,
Yeah.
dude. If you haven't seen part 3 by now, you're a loser.
Bro, I'm
I mean,
just
bro,
I'm
a
just
lot of
saying.
people shit on JoJo. That's the thing. A lot of people
Yeah,
shit on JoJo. They never watch it. But I mean, fuck you if you never watch JoJo's. Okay, Kakyoin fucking dies. I said it.
yeah.
Right?
First, like I seen it, I was like, oh, that guy
Kakyoin
dead.
was at home.
Bro, my ass
That
knew
guy
Yeah,
dead.
Abdul was gonna
But
go out
die.
like a bitch.
After rewatching it, or not rewatching it, after watching it and actually like building that connection towards the characters and stuff, Kakyoin died. I might as well have been on the roof over there too. Kakyoin! Like I'm like over here like, bro, my guy. I already knew he was gonna die, but it's much different. Like looking at it now. So then like I want
Yeah, you're just sitting there the whole time watching it. You're like, no way he dies, dude. He's not gonna die, bro.
even though I already knows, bro.
Like I already,
So
this shit's not gonna happen, bro.
something I want to see out of Stone Ocean, like I really want to see like a JoJo fight, like because most JoJo fights are like, I outplayed you type thing. I really want to see a JoJo fight with stands like that goes back, like gets back to the nitty gritty, like JoJo when Jotaro and Dio fought. It was much less of the outplayed you thing and more so just like just more like scrapping. Like that's what I want to see a
Still
little
had
bit
some
more of in
outplaying up in
JoJo.
there with some
Yeah, but
scrapping.
not as much as like Golden Wind and Diamond is Unbreakable and stuff. Like for like the things I have seen from Golden Wind, it's just like I outplayed you. And then a lot of Diamond is
Foo
Unbreakable is
Fighters.
like it's
Wait,
like you
not
got
Foo
played
Fighters.
more.
Whoops, not Foo Fighters. It was Metallica. Metallica facing off against
Diablo,
Diablo or
Doppio.
Doppio. Yep, Doppio. Great fight. Great fight, by the way.
Yeah, so Stone Ocean's pretty hype. Of course, I
Watch
don't even
JoJo
know when that comes out. So something that like
December, I don't know.
I think it's worth talking about because this anime was pretty big deal. I'm not like I think the anime is good, but I don't think it's like I don't pretty much what I'm talking
What
about here
is
is Jujutsu Kaisen. And I like Jujutsu Kaisen, but some people like my brother, they think like my brother he loves Jujutsu Kaisen. He's like, yes, favorite anime now. Da da da. And I'm like, just from that season, I wouldn't put it like anything crazy. But I did get a manga. I was thinking about reading the manga. I did get a manga spoiler the other day, and I'm like, this was pretty cool. So like, I might have to, double back on that and see if maybe I can move it up my rankings a little bit. But pretty much what I'm about to bring up is the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, which is I don't really have much excitement for because from what I've seen, it looks like it breaks off from Itadori, and it's like that's the character who I've been like following this whole time. So it's like if you just want me
It's
to
a-
prologue.
It's a prequel.
say what,
It's like a prequel. It's a prologue.
Yeah.
It's like an episode 0. So it's like
Yeah, it's what from what I've been told. It's the creator that main character in Volume 0 was supposed to be the Itadori that we have now. That was supposed to be him.
is that
And
nigga named
basically,
Itadori too, or
what? No, that's not his name's not Itadori. That's like he has a different name.
I just hit my
And
ankle.
it still has a bunch of the characters that we've seen in season 1.
Oh yeah,
Like obviously Gojo, it has Gojo. Wait, yeah, Gojo. It has the senior, not the seniors, but it has like I think the sophomores or juniors. I forgot who was like Maki and Panda.
And,
It has all them, but it's just what happens in Volume 0. I mean, like
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
I don't want to. I've read the manga. I don't want to say too much, so I'm just gonna say that it's just Volume 0. It's just
Yeah,
I'm gonna be under the impression that whoever this guy is, he must have died or something. Because like, if he didn't die, then where the fuck is he? Like,
and
they're in
or
the-
he's evil,
Uh,
and he becomes a villain.
let's.
all right, somebody, we just spoiled something on accident. We don't know what it is. So like, let's stop talking about
Yeah,
that.
you should've forgot.
I'll tell you, we didn't spoil nothing. We didn't spoil
Okay.
anything. Don't worry.
No,
We didn't spoil anything.
I just like a story that's a nice like backstory to like the world, and explains some of the stuff that people want to know. I think it's pretty cool.
I've never read Volume 0. It's just what I know from the manga itself. But
I
I'm
said
pretty
shut
sure
up.
it is gonna. I'm pretty sure it is gonna have some
You're gonna spoil
backstory
something.
of like. I didn't spoil nothing. That's why I said it. But I feel like it will have backstory to like every character that we already know now. So
Just off of you guys' estimate, how do you think this Jujutsu Kaisen movie is gonna chop up to the previous like big anime movies from the last couple of years? Because
No clue.
you don't got much faith, yeah.
Bro, it's pretty much a prequel. I don't give a shit about them.
It's a
So-
prequel based on a manga that it doesn't have the main character in it, so
It's not like the franchise's main movie, like like.
And it isn't like a
It's just the franchise giving
spin-off
everybody
type movie.
backstory on how
Yeah,
everything
a
is
non-canon
now.
movie.
Okay.
yeah.
So
It
saying
definitely
I
that,
think
like,
people are
let's say,
still
like,
gonna go
later
watch that
down-
shit, but
let's say like later down the line, like let's say like they make like a Jujutsu Kaisen movie, like that's actually with like Itadori, Nobara, and like Megami and stuff in it. Like, do you think his name is Megami, right? I'm not sure.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it'll perform really well.
It will.
Okay.
Oh, it'll perform really well.
Okay.
It
Without
probably
a doubt.
won't do like Demon Slayer numbers.
I don't think anything's.
I think it could.
Hey, I think it could.
No,
I think
It's actually if there was an anime that could do Demon Slayer numbers, I would think it would be Jujutsu Kaisen.
yeah, I think
Really?
so.
I
Jujutsu
think
Kaisen
like,
season 1
that's
is
literally
definitely better than
the
Demon
only
Slayer.
anime I have in mind that could actually do Demon
What,
Slayer
Neo?
numbers.
Jujutsu
What's it?
Kaisen season 1 is better than Demon Slayer season 1.
I
True.
guess,
Yes,
but
I think it is. I think it is.
any hoozle. So I don't know, man. Y'all talking Jujutsu Kaisen up pretty hard because I mean everybody knows over there in Japan, Demon Slayer is almost considered the best movie ever over there.
Yeah.
And then over here it did 50 million the day it came out.
I mean, isn't it the
So-
top rated R movie or something? Here
I
in,
don't know.
I think it
But
is.
it did 50 million in America the day it came out, and I know that my hero movie did 20 million. And so, but speaking of anime movies, I'm just gonna keep this one short. I'm gonna say this and I mean it, even though I know a lot of niggas don't like Dragon Ball. The movie that put anime movies on the map a couple years ago was the Broly movie. I don't
of
like
course.
some people don't like Dragon Ball, so they're not gonna be with that. But I'm like, I honestly feel like in the North at least, the Broly movie kicked that off. Like, it's like,
I mean,
after the Broly movie, then like we had like stuff like One Piece Stampede and the My Hero movie, and I think those did like really good. And I feel like the Broly movie has a little bit of a like part in that. I feel like
It does have a
Well-
part in it, but like, for honestly, the anime that like did, because it did the biggest, it was like the biggest like box office success of anime movies was Your Name. Your Name did really good
I don't even
over
know what
here
you're
in the
talking
West.
about.
Yeah, it's because you only watch shonen anime. So
Yeah.
Your Name was
I
like
don't
the
watch
top
shonen anime.
was like the top like anime that performed in the box office over here in the West and over in Japan. So that was like the anime that kind of kicked it off. But I mean, there's definitely like a lot of movies that, or a lot of animes that, have been doing movies. Maybe they don't do as good. Maybe they don't even show up in theaters. But it's definitely like as anime gets bigger, more anime movies will come out, more things will happen, and we'll get to see more more like non-canon movies that have their own stories outside of the anime.
I think just like anime movies are a lot more like welcome here now in the West. Now that
This
everyone's
says
like hopping on the wave and everything. Now that everyone's hopping on the wave, like what is it? I mean, I'm just gonna say it like this. Like I saw a tweet about it like a couple days ago saying that like the not the resurrection, Battle of the Gods also kind of like brought back like the movie shonen scene because I mean it's Dragon Ball and it's just like a perfect way to bring back the series and just like hit it
so
off.
I found a list, and this is obviously give or take, but this is saying like Mugen Train is number one, then Spirited Away, Your Name, something called Moving Castle, Panya. I remember that movie, Panya.
It's actually so funny you're naming these off and you're just like I don't know this one, but like they're like your top box office movies of anime,
I
and like
mean,
they
I've heard
keep
of
replaying
Spirited
it in
Away. I
theaters and
haven't
stuff
heard of
like
Your
that.
Name. I've heard of Ponyo. I've heard of Weathering with You. But the
Studio
first
Ghibli movies
Pokemon
are
movie is pretty high up here, dude. Like
Yeah, man.
then
Fucking
Dragon Ball Super Broly is like 13. Then One Piece is like 18. So yeah, it's pretty like anime movies are like pretty like up there. But speaking of movies, obviously like recently like phase 3 of the Avengers like ended, and they've been doing a lot of these shows. And recently they did this thing called Disney Day, and they revealed like a whole bunch of like content.
some things got
So
leaked.
like, say what?
Some things just got leaked.
Yeah, I mean I don't look at leaks for stuff like that, so it was still surprising to me. But like, so talking about Disney Day, we spoke a little bit about it before the podcast started, but not too much. So I haven't seen everything on there yet, but so only thing I've seen is Ms. Marvel, which is Kamala Khan, and I wasn't really a fan of her until the Avengers game, so I maybe might. Also, I have not watched WandaVision.
Yikes.
any of the Disney originals to
No one
Disney
here has
Plus.
watched them except for Gage, and he like
And
shits on
me.
it. You haven't.
Bro,
Yikes.
I watched
You haven't
all of
said
them.
anything about it. You've
Bro,
not said a word about it. That's why I
no,
didn't
dude,
know.
when I had
Alright,
COVID,
Essentially,
so look,
I
so
watched everything.
the shows are the X-Men 97 animated series, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, What If Season 2, Echo, Spider-Man Freshman Year, Groot, Ironheart, Agatha, I can't say her fucking name, Marvel Zombies, and Secret Invasion. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you most hyped for, guys? What are you guys most hyped for?
Okay,
Boy,
look,
man, not a lot of hype for anything in here.
look. I know you guys like Marvel, but me, I'm
Oh boy.
hyped. I'm hyped for the Star Wars stuff, dude. Oh, like,
Yikes.
Did y'all hear something,
Star
dude?
Wars,
No, I'm joking.
Did y'all hear something,
let's not
bro?
get
okay,
into
look,
that.
dude. Oh, like the Obi-Wan series, bro. That's just gonna be gas.
I wanna
Star
ask.
Wars, you meant Moon Knight. Okay, cool.
I actually do want to ask though. Did you guys, any of you, watch Star Wars Visions? Or
Yes.
Nope.
no? Okay.
The
They
first
are
one, the first one was really good. The rest of them were kind of meh.
That's not true.
Okay, look, dude. The Trigger
The
one,
Rock Band one was kind of eh. Okay, that was the only one I've seen where it was kind of eh.
dude. The
but-
Trigger one, like you could see where their animation budget went. Like they had this budget and they were doing flash animations for half of it, and then they were just like fight scenes. Bam, that's our whole budget right there. So that's
But, I
basically
mean,
all that was.
Like as far as like Marvel, going back over to Marvel, I've actually never heard of Moon Knight. I'm gonna be honest.
You don't know who Moon Knight is?
I do not know who
I
Moon
mean, I'm
Knight
not
is.
gonna sit here and act like I know the homie's whole
Like,
story.
I
and
don't know his
shit,
whole story,
like,
but
I've heard and seen.
Like I've probably seen one like comic thing from him saying like, "Oh, where are you? You I don't know who he's talking to. I'm not gonna say nothing, dog. I just saw
Yeah.
one thing where he says to a person and it's like kind of funny, but
So
yeah.
pretty much like Moon Knight, from what I do know about Moon Knight, he's seen alongside Spider-Man most of the time. but like not enough to where he's like just Spider-Man's shadow. But he's seen along Spider-Man like pretty often. He's not a bad guy. He's a good guy. Well, most of the time.
Yeah, he's like,
Most of the
Anti-hero.
time.
yeah, he's more of an anti-hero because he does fight
Um,
Spider-Man sometimes.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Pussy.
So yeah, everybody nobody likes Spider-Man. Like nobody. Fuck that nigga Spider-Man. But yeah, pretty much what Moon Knight is I now that I'm saying this, I don't know like in depth about him either. I
Who's Moon
know
Knight?
he's he has like an all white suit. He uses a sword. I mean, he's been seen using other weapons too sometimes.
Kind of a crazy person.
Yeah, he's very
Is he like
he's
Batman?
not similar. No.
How about
His
that?
craziness is like a lot of people don't like fighting him because of how unpredictable he is, similar to like Deadpool a little bit, but the unpredictableness is a little bit like further. Like it's like not like people are scared to fight him. It's just like you can't go into a fight against Moon Knight and plan it. Like you're not gonna like
He's
you can't.
unpredictable.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a little bit crazy to the point where like he obviously he takes damage, but it's almost like he doesn't feel pain. So, and that adds on to him being unpredictable. Like a lot of things, like most people won't do because they could like take damage from doing this kind of thing. But Moon Knight isn't like that. He's a little bit on the stupid side, so he will do something very unpredictable. While maybe he could do damage to his opponent, but he'll also be taking damage to himself. But that's pretty much who Moon Knight is. But in terms of like, I don't know if I watch any of these shows honestly, but if I do watch any of them, it'll probably be She-Hulk or the Spider-Man one, because those are like the two like Hulk related things and Spider-Man related things are like what I'm big on whenever it comes to Marvel at least.
And the Spider-Man show is supposed to be the Spider-Man, like the MCU Spider-Man backstory before Civil War. So,
Yeah,
Okay.
in case
All
for the
right,
people
nice.
that had no idea.
That's pretty cool.
but yeah, I don't even like. Let me see what's all the stuff they even like brought up like from like Disney Day, because like I didn't see any of it personally. Like I just
Same thing. I miss
seen
Stranger Things today too.
oh, speaking of Stranger Things, we got see, I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with you, bro. I love Stranger Things, I do. But this season looks very different.
They
And
go to high school.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I
They're
can't
growing
wait to
up.
see you, Mike. Huh, Mike. Like, man, bro, Mike
See-
probably back over there piping stuff, girl. He ain't waiting to see
Okay.
you. But
Wait, is there? I'm sorry, cut it out. Was there a
go ahead.
trailer? Was there a
Yeah,
trailer?
yeah, there's been like
Yeah,
two or
I
three of them.
they have a
I
teaser.
somehow missed this through my fucking Twitter timeline or some shit because I did
Well,
not see this at all, dog.
the teaser trailer had been posted like weeks ago.
Yeah.
I must have missed it on my timeline, dog. I don't know.
I can't wait. I just hope it doesn't stray too far away from like what Stranger Things that like people have grown to like love. Because at first it was like it had the scary thing going on, and then like it went into like a little oh man, it had like a whole little dramatic phase where like it was almost so cringy I had to skip past certain parts of it. But like oh man,
I still have
sorry.
like I still have like 3 more episodes left of season 3.
Oh man, like
Yikes.
do you remember when like I remember like whenever what is her name? The girl with the red hair. She told all that stupid junk to 11, and then she goes over to Mike at the mall, and she's like, she says some stupid joke. She's like, "Why do you lie?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm about to turn this off right now." Like,
Dude, whenever cringy shit just like I know it's coming or it's like it's already happening, I'm like I gotta leave the room. I just can't watch it.
yeah,
I can't do it.
yeah. Some
But I
people,
mean,
some people are hard body dog. They can look at it, bro. Not me.
it's about time they finally like show stuff for the
It's
show or like
it's
anything
been
because
so long.
these actors that we saw as kids at first are already
Yeah, these
getting
niggas
fucking all
grown, bro.
they
Like,
grown up, dog. They need to hurry up, okay? That's why shows like, they showing off as kids don't last as long because they're already fucking adults. Like on my block.
oh man, like
I haven't even
especially
seen 'em.
Finn Wolfhard, bro. This man Finn Wolfhard, bro. We look like completely two different people, bro.
Is he good looking?
I
What the fuck?
guess.
This
Yeah,
nigga's
what
over
the fuck are you
guess.
her
asking
age.
about?
Yeah. Well, wait. Is he still underage now? He ain't 18 yet.
I'm pretty sure that's
Oh,
like
I don't
15 or
know.
something. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I don't know actors. I don't know their actor names. I'm gonna be honest. I thought.
So I'm pretty sure Stranger Things 3 ended in 2019.
I don't
So
know.
it's been a while since like since the last one. So Stranger Things 4 is, I hope it's good. I mean, I'm gonna watch it regardless.
Yeah,
Give
faith.
like a, yeah, I have faith.
Let's
But
hope it's good. Let's hope.
I know just from the trailer, dude. Just from the trailer alone, it's like
Yeah.
it looks a little off-putting. I'm not gonna lie. You feel the same way, Gage?
No, I thought it looked pretty nice.
Well, not off-putting. Like I mean, like we're not like no pun intended. I was literally just about to say we're not in Hawkins anymore, so it just seems like
Strange.
it's like
Okay, go.
It looks a little strange.
we're not in Hawkins anymore. It's a little
Damn.
strange, but yeah, I don't know, like because Hawkins just like that whole like little town had that whole like dark energy about it because of all the shit that happened. So like and also it's gonna be like split settings unless they start the season off with 11 going back to Hawkins. It's gonna be really
Well,
weird.
every season, they've always had like 3 storylines at once. Like they'll have like characters all split up,
Yeah, so it's gonna
and
be
then they
like
come together at the end.
like these like
That's
split
cool.
settings is like and yeah, that's true, Gage. Like this time it's gonna they're all the way over here, they're all the way over there.
Yeah.
Hopper is in Russia, so like it's
Oh,
gonna be
I was gonna say like, what happened to? I mean, let me.
Yikes, bro.
I don't
Just
know,
finish your
dude. I
season
don't.
3.
I need to finish season 3. I probably need to like start it all over because
that would have been good.
all I
Watch it with
remember
Haley.
is them like being stuck in the elevator, and yeah, for
Yeah.
season 3. That's all I remember, honestly.
Yeah, so that's pretty much like I
Everything.
mean, unless you guys have something
You want
that
to
like
wrap it
you want
up?
to speak about at the last little bit. And
Should
Guys
we
got
wrap
anything?
it up? It's been almost 2 hours now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
damn,
Been like an
is
hour
it?
and 30.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, I mean, this was the second episode of the VGA podcast. I mean, obviously, it went longer on than what we thought it would. We would have shut the hell up. But appreciate you guys coming to watch. If you did, subscribe, follow, all that other good stuff. Share it with your friends. Appreciate your time. I'm Mikeem. We got Neo, Geo, Gage, and Nick. Pretty much. Peace out.
We'll see you
Peace
guys.
out, everybody.
Thank you.
Peace, peace.
See you guys
Bye.
next time.